You have to pitch Instamojo in a couple of words. So Instamojo lets people sell through email, on Facebook or Twitter just by sharing a link. That's what Instamojo is. We started about a little over a year back, and since then we have traversed a long way in terms of understanding how to build products for the consumers. We have been through the 500 accelerator programs. I was in the Bay Area for about 6 months. So I met a lot of interesting people over there, starting with people who have been there, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. The genesis of the presentation is basically inspired from this individual I met. His name is Josh Hellman. He's right now the venture partner at Greylock Partners in the Bay Area. He was the first product manager in LinkedIn and the first product manager in Twitter. So he had given a talk, and what me and my team had done is basically try to understand the tenets that he had given us to build an effective product for your consumer, and we basically try to use it at Instamojo, right? I just focused my talk today just to how to build an effective product, right? So just to boil down to everything, this is step number 0, right? So you can't build a business if you can't figure out the growth, right? And that is everything, right? All your venture capital, everything boils down to this particular point: how to figure out growth. And to figure out growth, there are a lot of ways. Let me pull out the most important criterion to basically understand what is the effective metric to figure out growth. You have to go back to data. You have to go back to analytics, and understand the usage patterns, right? And figure out the core ingredients of your product that people are using, and try to smartly scale those elements of analytics into the product which can be successfully deployed to your users, and they will use it continuously. And once they start using your product continuously, you have a potential product which can become a big business. Disclaimer, I'm talking about if you have the appetite to build a big business. I'm not talking about if you want to build a $10 million business or $50 million business. If you want to build a big business, that's what a lot of people have done in the US, and that's what we also are aiming for, right? So I have basically pulled down how to effectively understand growth by 4 tenets. The first is, we at Instamojo try to understand what is the core problem. And this is the homepage we had about a year back when we launched, right? What we try at Instamojo is we essentially try to marry design with commerce. Because at the end of the day, we're actually a commerce engine for our users, but it should be aesthetically really appealing to the buyer and the seller at the end of the day to exchange goods for money, right? So we essentially have tried to marry design with commerce. So this is the homepage. What we have tried to understand is, what is the problem statement that resonates with a lot of my users? We don't care about fringe cases, never, because we don't build software for fringe cases. We build software for at least 60 to 70% of the audience. This is the homepage of us a year back, and this is what is today. If you see, we have been iterating on a problem statement almost every 5 to 6 months, right? This is what it is today, right? And we realize that what essentially Instamojo does for a lot of people is we're helping people to be entrepreneurs by selling directly to the audience with a link, right? So this is we're iterating on the problem, and what we on our end try to do is, we first of all try to figure out the problem statement that resonates. After you have basically done A/B testing on this and deployed this, we've seen almost 74% people are finishing all the steps, because once they get inside Instamojo, they say, I need to finish step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Oh, voila, I can actually add an offer and start selling. So this has been pretty useful for us. So after that, how do we create a habit for the user? So this has been very important for us, because like any other web product, once you get a user, you actually literally pay to get them on board. They don't keep on using you, and that's like leaky bucket. And a business with a vast leaky bucket is actually on the downtrodden, so they don't succeed in the future. So we have created products inside Instamojo which will make them come back again and again. So just for a recap, so there are 4 things that needs to be done. One is problem, inception, adoption, and habits. Now if I take a step back, so if we just blindly follow this, what has happened for Instamojo is, our usage, which was about like out of 100 people used to retain about like 7% of the people who are using us month on month, has increased in the last 4.5 months to about 43%, right? Not rocket science, simple steps, you onboard a person effectively, give him tasks to do, he uses it, he understands the process, and the bait is, you do all of this, you end of the day, you sell something, you earn money, right? So this has really worked for us pretty well. Instamojo is my third startup, so I've done a couple of startups before. I've learned a lot of things while on the way, right? So there have been a lot of do's and don'ts for us as well, and I thought I'll just share with you. If whenever in doubt, just call out for help. That's, I think, in my first startup I didn't do. I realized it very badly. I think we don't do that often, right? So if you're in doubt, please look for people who can help you, and effectively if you can find somebody smarter than you, just go blindly to that person and say, no, I want some help if you can do it. And keep testing. So I'm the product manager for Instamojo. I keep on testing products for my company as well as for other new products that are coming out of the market to understand, is there anything I can learn for Instamojo, right? Because at the end of the day, every product is catering to human beings, right? So essentially, every human being has emotions riding on top of while they're using a web product. So I try to learn all of that. The don'ts are pretty simple as well, right? We never worry about competitors because in a new market, competitors are as good as nothing actually. But they're always good to have good competitors because they can help you learn a lot of things. So we always keep a mark on that. We never thought of building a product. Our goal is to build a business, right? A feature, a product is just at the end of the day, a commodity, right? Our aim has always been to build a big business. So while you are developing products, that's our focus always.